In problem, the perimeter of rectangular metal plate is 36 decimeter and its area is 80 square decimeter. It is our task to find its dimension. Okay? And also, relate the measures to the sum and product of a quadratic equation. So, ito ay matatagpuan natin sa ating week 2 learning task number 4 for quarter number 1. Okay, in this problem, first thing to do is to write the given. So, ito yung given natin. Where your perimeter is equal to 36 decimeters and your area is 80 square decimeters. And then, next step is to write the formula on how to find the perimeter. Since perimeter na yung given, ano naman yung formula on how to find perimeter? So, ito yon. So, in finding the perimeter, it's twice the length plus twice the width. Or, simply, the sum of length and width times 2. Or the twice of the sum of length and width. Nambasa dito. Twice the sum of length and width. While in finding the area, it's simply length times width. Okay? Next. Our question is, what is the dimensions? Or what is the measure of the dimensions? Ano ba yung dimensions natin? And that is the length and the width of a rectangular metal plate. So, first thing to do is to rewrite. Let us rewrite the equation. Papalitan natin itong P ng 36. Kasi yun lang yung given natin. Wala nang iba. Okay po? So, let us write 2L plus 2W equals 36. Where 36 is the value of your perimeter. While your area is length times width is equal to 80. Yan yung mga given natin. Now, paano natin mahahanap si dimensions? Next, let us create an equation out of this equation. Dito kay perimeter na equation. Gagawa tayo ng panibagong equation. Equation number 2. Bakit kailangan natin gumawa ng equation number 2? Kailangan mayroon tayong value ng kahit man lang or at least one variable. So, paano yon? So, pwede nating hanapin ang L or pwede nating hanapin ang W. Kasi ito yung mga variables natin. So, let us find the value of L. So, and equation number 2 will be 2L plus 2W equals 36. Then, let us apply the addition property of equality. We're going to, since ang hahanapin natin ay 2L, so ang ating gagawing 0 ay 2W. How to make it 0? We have to add the additive inverse of 2W, which is negative 2W plus 2L plus 2W equals 36. So, since nag-add tayo sa kaliwa ng negative 2W, sa kanan, magdadagdag din tayo ng negative 2W. And that is your addition property of equality. Okay, pasensya na kung malikot ang camera. Wala pa magandang camera si ma'am. Next, so we all know that negative 2W plus positive 2W is 0. So, 2L na lang yung ating variable dyan. So, 0 na to. 2L. So, 2L is 36. Positive times negative is negative 2W. And then, sabi natin, L lang ang kailangan. So, kailangan to maging 1. Since tayo ay mag-multiplication to, bakit kanina? Addition property of equality. So, balikan natin ang grade 8 natin. Kasi, tayo ay nasa equation ng polynomial kasi ito. So, in a polynomial, wala tayong operation na multiplication. So, to make it 0, yung ating isang term, it's either mag-a-add tayo, since addition property of equality, mag-a-add tayo ng additive inverse. Kapag ang ating format is within the equation, yung ating gagawing 0. So, within this equation, sa left side of the equation, kailangan nating ma-eliminate ito para matira si 2L. Dito naman, bakit kailangan multiplicative inverse naman ni 2? Kasi kapag ito ginawa mong 0, mawawala na tayo ng L. Kasi kung 0 times L, it will become 0. So, dito kailangan ay maging L. So, ano ang kailangan i-times natin kay L para L lang siya? So, 1. So, kailangan itong 2 na to ay maging 1. So, magiging procedure natin dyan ngayon ay multiplication property of equality. How? We have to multiply both sides by its multiplicative inverse. Ano multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. So, nag-multiply tayo, kaya multiplication property of equality ang ginamit natin na property. So, kung ang 2L natin ay minultiply natin kay 1/2, therefore, sa 36 minus 2W, i-multiply din natin kay 1/2. And 2L times 1 is 2L. So, since 2L is a whole number, meron siyang denominator na 1, and 2 times 1 is 2. Same with the other side of the equation. It gives you 36 minus 2W over 2. Yan. Then, let us simplify. So, 2 divided by 2 is 1 times L is L equals, kailangan kasi ang ating variable is small letter lang. And then here, kung naguguluhan kayo dito, isipin nyo lang na ito ay pwede natin siyang isulat as 36 minus 2, over 2 minus 2W over 2. Pwede po yan. Kasi siya ay fraction. Pinaghiwalay natin, pinag-separate siya ng subtraction, ng minus sign, and then their denominator is the same kasi similar terms sila. Parehong 2 ang kanilang denominator. Next. Yan. Simplify na natin. Therefore, your L is equal to 36 divided by 2 is 18. And 2W divided by 2 is negative W. So, meron na tayong L. Pero hindi pa siya yung ating final dimension kasi meron pa tayong variable na nawawala. So, kailangan ito ay constant ang ating value ng L. Next. So, kung W naman ang hahanapin natin, same procedure, ang isi-zero lang natin dito ay yung 2L. For you to find the value of W, kung gusto mo W to, ito naman yung ating isi-zero. So, itong ating negative 2W, magiging negative 2L. So, let us try. So, magiging siyang negative 2L plus 2L plus 2W equals 36 plus negative 2L. Yan na magiging isa pang equation natin. Kung hahanapin natin ay yung W naman. Okay? So, isi-zero natin yung ating 2L. Kaya nag-add tayo ng negative 2L. Because negative 2L plus 2L is 0. 0 plus 2W is 2W equals 36 minus 2L. Then again, multiply both sides by 1/2. It gives you 2W over 2 equals 36 over 2 minus 2L over 2. Then, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times W is W. equals 36 divided by 2 is 18. 2L divided by 2 is negative, or negative 2L divided by 2 is negative L. So, ito yung ating initial value of W, initial value of L. Next, relate the measures to the sum and product of a quadratic equation. So, ilalagay daw natin into a quadratic equation to. So, gagamitin natin tong value ni W or either W or L gamit ang area. Gamit ang area natin. So, alin man ang pipiliin nyo dyan? Alin ba ang lalagyan natin dyan ng value? Is it W or L? So, let's start with W. Ito. Since W yung given natin dito, hatiin natin yung board. Compute natin siya pareho. So, our area is equal to 80. 80 ang ating area. Okay? Then, our length will be L. Kasi si W dito sa side na to ang may value. So, L times 18 minus L. Kasi yung, si W ay si 18 minus L. So, ipapalit natin. 18 minus L. So, ito ay substitution method. Yan. Substitution method. Next, let us distribute or multiply L by 18 minus L, the quantity of 18 minus L. So, by distributive property, so 18 times L is 18L, and L times negative L is negative L squared equals 80. So, again, ano ang ating naging method? Distributive property of equality. So, property of equality or DPE. Distributive property of equality. Next naman natin dyan ay, syempre, para maging quadratic equation siya, kailangan si 80 ay nasa left side of the equation. So, we're going again introduce the addition property of equality. So, magiging negative 80, since ito ay positive, so ang additive inverse nito ay negative 80. So, we add negative 80 on both sides. So, negative 80 plus 18L minus L squared is equal to 80 plus negative 80. Yan yung ating addition property of equality. Then, it gives you negative 80 plus 18L minus L squared, and 80 plus negative 80 is 0. Yan. So, yan. Meron na tayong quadratic equation. When you say quadratic equation, again, the highest degree is in quadratic. Naka-second degree tayo. Okay po. So, i-rearrange lang natin kasi sabi dito, quadratic equation. So, dapat naka-arrange tayo sa descending order. So, negative L squared plus 18L minus 80 equals 0. So, since ang ating numerical coefficient ng ating leading coefficient is negative, for you to make it easier in factoring, kailangan siya ay positive. So, how are we going to do that? We have to multiply both sides by negative 1. So, kailangan ng ating quadratic equation ay AX plus minus BY plus minus C is equal to 0. Kailangan ganyan yung equation natin. Yan. Ito yung ating, since quadratic, so dapat ang x natin ay naka-square. Ganyan dapat ang format natin. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, hawig na siya. Hawig na. AX, yung ating L. X can be replaced by any letter. So, X, so dito sa ating equation ay L. Kaya lang, yung kanyang A dito ay positive. So, kailangan daw, yung numerical coefficient niya ay positive din. That's why we introduce negative 1 on both sides. We multiply both sides by negative 1 to make it positive. So, bakit si negative 1 ang ating pwede lang gamitin? Kasi nga, siya ay identity property ng multiplication, ang 1, because 1 do not affect any value when you multiply it by the other number. So, any number multiplied by 1 is itself. Kaya, si negative 1 lang yung allow na pwedeng i-multiply to make the numerical coefficient positive. So, negative 1 times negative 1L squared is positive L squared na siya, or positive 1L squared. The negative 1 times positive 18L is negative 18L. Negative 1 times negative 80 is positive 80. Equals, again, zero identity. Any number multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. Then 0 times negative 1 is of course 0. Yan. So, hawig na siya. Pareho na siya. Diba? Ngayon, ililive as blanco na tong factors nito for you to find the value of each dimension. So, magpa-factoring na tayo. Yan. Factoring na yung sunod. Ito na yung iiwanan ko sa inyo para naman ma-perform nyo na siya. Yan. So, ano kaya ang factor ni L squared minus 18L plus 80 by applying the general trinomial? And then, after you factored out, pag may nakuha na kayong factors, yung factors natin, equate natin siya kay 0. So, ang sunod nating procedure ay equate the factors to 0. Yan. So, kung ano man yung lumabas dito, equate natin kay 0. Both equation. For you to find the length sub 1 and length sub 2. Yan. So, find the value of L. Dalawa yan. Find the value of L. Same with. Pareho sila ng procedure. Iba lang yung magiging variables natin. So, stick na tayo dito sa isa. Kasi kung ano equation mo naman dito kay length, same with the width lang naman tayo. And then, what will be the length and what will be the width? That will be the next question kasi hinahanap natin ay dimension. So, justify your answer. You're going to justify your answer. Bakit sa palagay mo, ang length ay ito ang measure at ang width ay ito yung measure? So, when you say justify your answer should be start with because. And that's the solution for learning task number 4, week 2 for quarter 1.